What's up, my boys?
Welcome to
the highlight of this trip. So if you watched yesterday's video, you would know that we went here and we were so disappointed as it went misty just as we arrived.
But we're stubborn motherfuckers. Bam!
Now we have our dream destination of this trip.
Yeah, we made it. This is the start of another epic Azores adventure.
We are gonna go into Ponta
Delgada. There are some things there that should be quite interesting.
And also it is the capital of the Azores.
But Amalie, high five to...
The fact that... try again. The fact that we made it here.
Yeah. But before we move on, let's just take a breather and enjoy this natural phenomenon. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's seven volcanoes that are just mashed together like a remix by David Guetta.
This way.
Okay.
Welcome to Ponta Delgada, the city of sunshine here on São Miguel. Some of the local people here on São Miguel recognize this city as the city of sunlight or sunshine because it is most likely to be good weather here, even when the weather is bad in the mountains.
Before we even start exploring this city, we needed to get some keto-friendly food. We managed to succeed. I have gotten so in love with blood sausage.
Everything that we are having is local. So we have the island cheese and local produced sausage.
The town here is 500 years old, so there is quite some charming architecture. Although most of it was wiped out also 500 years ago by an earthquake. Immediate impressions is that it's a quite charming.
It's fairly mundane actually. Everything, and that's a general thing for the island here. Everything is so well maintained.
And you're sitting in a t-shirt here. That's the highlight so far.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Absolutely love it. Have been walking through the streets here of Ponta Delgada, and it's pretty charming.
One of the things that I really like about this is the tranquility of the atmosphere here. It feels very, very laid back. I think if you come here during summertime where everybody visits, it's probably overcrowded here.
You're being negative without even knowing if it's true. But I think that we're already trend forecasting that Azores will be overcrowded
Very
within the next couple of years. Like the tourism has just gone through the roof since 2015. Before 2015, TAP Portugal was the only airline who were allowed to fly to the Azores. But then it was opened up. Ryanair, easyJet, everybody could fly here, and that's why the tourism has just
Exploded.
Exponentially.
But also a bunch of big American groups are about to open a bunch of new hotels here as well.
A lot of stuff is happening here, but I guess it's a good thing for the island because everybody thrives on tourism.
This is for Joe, who just subscribed to us on Patreon. Thank you, Joe. Come on.
We are at São Brás Fort, which is right in the middle of the town, and this is a quite well-maintained fortress from the 1500s. It was considered some of the most advanced military architecture back then, and it was an effective also defense against pirates, which quite often frequented this island because of its vast amount of resources. It's right next to the harbor where Captain Jack Sparrow used to come.
Where do I find the Black Pearl? Captain Jack Sparrow, Jim.
Hello. Is it your fortress?
Yes, it is.
Are we allowed to film?
Yes, you are.
Thank you so much.
In order to walk around, you need to buy tickets.
Okay.
Okay. These cars look very, very old. Don't touch, sorry. And they are, for the matter of fact, very, very old, because they are from the First World War, when the Americans came here and had a base here on São Miguel. So they obviously brought all these machines, but one thing that they brought that was particularly interesting for Europe was that they brought one of those hydroplanes they brought here for the first time in Europe. Interesting, right?
Look at this Mercedes there. That is really cool. I love how timeless the Mercedes logo is.
That has been minimalistic from the beginning of. That's how you should do logos. Recognizable and minimalistic.
Just like McDonald's.
Hi.
Cuidado. Watch out for your
Hip.
head. I'm actually 180.
Well, right now you're very far from 180, let me say that.
Are you afraid of caves? Tunnels? I get kind of claustrophobic here.
Ooh,
Okay. This is pretty cool.
this could be an insane hotel.
That we say that everywhere we go. Speaking of hotels, this
That's
could
what I
be...
said.
Yeah, but check out if you had a restaurant here. Just look at the ceilings, like... Every barber is dreaming about having that one.
Well, I should be a barber then, because I think this is cool. And I don't even care about motorcycles.
It reminds me of James Bond.
If there's one thing that I really don't care about, it's weapons. I couldn't care less. Unless it's one of those really sexy small guns.
I'm so lucky you like small weapons. This is a badass mobile. It's so old that they probably didn't have cars back then. It's because it's from 1904. I don't remember when Henry Ford invented the first car. It looks like a horse carriage with a fucking bazooka.
But I hate to break it to you, there were cars in
When were the car invented? So
1880 something, right?
1880?
No,
Now you're
no.
just guessing. You're just guessing.
What said I? What did I say?
1885.
Bitch! Jon, he never believes in what I say. He's always like, I should probably check that.
Because you're often mistaken.
Right.
Sorry, girl. Don't be offended by facts.
I can't help thinking about all the bad plans that they have made. All the important men sitting here like, who should we kill next? If you don't know how to escape this open space, go this way. Imagine that 500 years ago somebody would stand here and say, pirates, pirates. Probably more masculine though, because what the pirates really were after back then was all the goods that were loaded on the ships, because Portugal had a lot of business in Brazil back then, and they found that they had a bunch of gold there, so they had to get all the gold from Brazil back to Portugal. And this island, São Miguel, was the main island that they stopped and got fresh supplies. The reason why the pirates preferred to attack in here was that there was a smaller risk to actually sink the ship with all the goods in. So they came here to attack. That's pretty smart.
Except the fortress here was so hard to penetrate. That's what she said. So I don't know how much success the pirates had back then. That was your Stay Classy history lesson. This way. So we just took the car and left Ponta Delgade because we felt that was a good way to wrap up that little cute town. Obviously there's a lot more to it. For example, Ponta Delgada has a very interesting gin bar, but we didn't want to torture ourselves too much today. So now we're going to another place where they're also known for their beverages.
This place is the largest tea farm in Europe, and they are also one of very few tea farms in Europe because this island has the perfect soil to grow tea. I'm excited to see if they can educate us a little bit, or if we can even try some of the tea and buy some of the tea, because I have a little secret obsession with tea, which I have had from all the ladies in my family who are tea fanatics.
Battle, however, I would break through that patchwork of leaves, bicker and whisk in babble tongues, streak and mottle, tarn bark. Now, snared by this miraculous art, I ride Earth's burning carousel, day in, day out.
It is time to taste the tea that they have here.
It is tremendous.
Tremendous.
But the one fact we have to get clear is that it is the biggest in Europe, but it's also the only one along with another one here.
It's 1 out of 2 tea farms in Europe, and both are located on this island. But
That says a lot about how unique the soil is here.
yeah, and the climate in general.
But let's
We should dig in.
sip. And this is without sugar or anything.
This is about anything.
It's good tea.
Yeah, but they have a bunch of different teas that they make here, and they have actually been making tea on this farm for 6 generations.
You get the sense that it's really old when you see the drone when it flew around. It was like an old Japanese garden or
Yeah.
something. Very aesthetically pleasing.
I'm gonna ask what is the most specialty they have here, because that's what we want.
Let's try something
Which one
new.
do you think is the best one you have? That is the one we're gonna buy.
It depends of your taste. This is made from the first leaf. The first leaf, it means really the first one, like this.
Yeah.
With this, we make the orange pico, this leaf. The
okay.
second leaf, gonna make the pico, and with the third leaf, we're gonna make the broken leaf. Because this one, the first, it's a young one, it's quite fragrant and have a lot of tain. The second one has more tain.
Yeah.
And the third one, this one, the broken leaf,
Oh, that's
it's
the one.
the last tain
Yeah.
and last fragrant. So stronger, and last stronger.
We have bought some chia, and now we are gonna see if we can find a beautiful road to drive back.
Because it is getting close to the end of our Azores adventure.
Way too fast.
So we want to get the best out of the last couple of hours, because there's only 1 hour before the sun sets.
Yeah, but
Um,
let's just get going. It wasn't the plan to sit inside the car and watch the sunset, but
It's so windy here, it's ridiculous. We figured that we might as well wrap up this adventure trip to Azores. Once again, thank you guys for donating all that.
sheesh.
It is a great place, but we just talked about, okay, if we're gonna say one thing that is not super positive, what would that be?
For us, for the Stay Classy team, it would be nice with a little bit more luxury, a little bit more what Madeira has.
I mean, if you're into the good life luxury like we are, we're not gonna
Lie.
pretend we're not. It doesn't have very much to offer. There's not a lot of those restaurants that we like to visit, but we did a good job, I think, to get around the island. But now it's time to head back to Lisboa. We're gonna do a live stream soon so we can go travel again.
By the way, if you don't know about our Patreon, I'll tell you very short. We have just made a Patreon account, and this is a little hub for you who wants to get to know us better and also want to support all our travels and video making.
Thank you so much, guys.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.